Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Oilers and the Chargers, and it's all up.
Towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 media days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly. The way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. And hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. The second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's second down coming up. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All set up now for 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Herbert finds him over the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Herbert to throw once more. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. All right, here we go. Second down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come up first and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They stick with McCaffrey. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Play action, Mahomes. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they get this down to the 28.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Running it after the penalty. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down, Oilers.
So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to SoFi right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing again, Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Back to the air, Mahomes. Touchdown, Houston! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively...
All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our
Previous play is
officials,
under
making
review.
sure they got this one right. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. McCaffrey goes up and over for the touchdown. The Oilers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Oilers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 44. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. It's Herbert once more. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Oilers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. On target to Waddle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Working inside the red zone. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They send the tight end in motion left. Another throw for Mahomes. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. Here's Mahomes. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Oilers driving. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Here we go. Fourth and goal inside the 1. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The Oilers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Butker with the extra point. And the Oilers drive their lead to 11.
14, Chargers 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Herbert now to throw on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Mahomes finds his man Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Has his man. It's Corley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They send a tight end in motion. 2nd and 13. Hauled in by Gray. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Oilers about set to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds his man, Waddle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, McCaffrey. Will drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stops by Deion Henley. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 1-yard gain on the play, and it sets up a Houston first. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. They've got possession, just 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now it's Mahomes. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To the air, Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completes this one to Rice. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Oilers push their lead to 18. Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards them, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still third down.
The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Oilers, well, they could probably just run away and hide. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. It's about 43 yards for it. Up and good from Blankenship. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Herbert on first down. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now Herbert again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. After the sack, another pass on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Third and long for him here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
It's Herbert once more. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Micah Hyde.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh no, give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes down to a knee, and this one's over. They're on their way to the AFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Oilers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.